Previously in the anime, we saw that Famisha was granted no star during her baptism. Because of this, the villagers believed it was a bad omen and thought that Famisha was forsaken by the gods. Seeing her as cursed, they chased her out of the village. However, an old woman named Luba was different from the rest. She took Famisha in and taught her everything she knew so that she could survive in this harsh world. Before her death, Luba left Famisha with a few important words, telling her to set out on a journey to find a place she could call home and find people who would protect her. Soon after, Luba passed away, and the villagers twisted the truth, saying that Famisha was the reason for her death. This led to a witch hunt, and even her own father joined the crowd to kill her. With no other choice, Famisha fled and began her journey. She decided to disguise herself as a boy and took the name Ivy. Along the way, she tamed a slime, and with renewed hope, she continued moving forward. Sora was a rare and unique slime that could eat blue potions and grow bigger and stronger. On top of that, Famisha also carried the voice of her past self, who would sometimes speak to her and give advice. Famisha often searched dumping grounds to find things she could use and survive on. Most of the time, she found discarded potions that were near their expiry, so she made good use of them. As time passed, Sora even started eating red potions, and slowly his appetite expanded to more varieties. During their travels, Ivy once again found a good haul of wild berries for dinner. Her portion was enough, but Sora kept getting greedier by the day. Her past self suggested that Ivy should tell Sora a bedtime story or he would never stop eating. So Ivy told a story that her mother used to tell her. Long ago, a king asked a lot of fortune teller to predict the outcome of a great war, but every future ended in the destruction of the world. So a powerful magician casted a spell unknown to mankind because the main caster came from another world. Beyond that, Ivy never knew how the story ended because she always fell asleep while listening to it. The next day, Ivy caught a dangerous snake in one of her traps. This one could fetch a good price, so she wrapped it quickly and continued toward New Town. But then suddenly both Ivy and Sora felt a disturbing presence, and not far ahead many people had been killed. Sensing danger, Ivy quickly ran away and reached the town safely. There she first went to the town hall to report the mass deaths in the forest. Because Ivy was young, no one believed her at first, but she mentioned that even horses were found dead, meaning it was likely a monster and not bandits. The officials returned to their duties, and the man in charge said Ivy would receive a reward once the report was confirmed. Afterward, Ivy sold the snake to an apothecary and received double the amount she usually earned from field mice, which covered her food costs. For Sora, Ivy went to the dump yard looking for potions, but instead found many magic bags. Although useful, there was a limit to how many she could carry. Her past self suggested placing bags inside other magic bags, and while some fit, others did not. Ivy sorted them out and carefully packed everything, and headed to the town hall to collect her reward. A long line had formed since the report was true, and it turned out an ogre and an ogre king were responsible. Ivy received a massive reward, one for the report and another for the monsters. The amount scared her, and she worried about carrying it around, but by nightfall her worries faded when she learned her next destination would be Latome Town. But on the way, Sora led Ivy to an injured beast that barely had the strength to stand. Ivy realized it was a double S-class Adondal and felt sorry for it, deciding to stay by its side in its final moments. However, Sora changed its fate by healing it completely. Thanks to Sora, the beast became loyal to Ivy like a gentle kitty. Then Ivy resumed her journey toward Latome Village, but bringing it inside the town would be difficult, so she named him Seal and decided to think of a solution later. Near the town, Ivy hid Sora and let the Adondal stay behind. She felt nervous entering the town because the gate guard looked strict and dangerous. He caught a man trying to sneak in and exposed him as a smuggler. Ivy grew even more scared since Sora was hidden in her bag. She clenched her teeth and moved forward. The guard stopped Ivy, but a bug suddenly fell and distracted him. When his tone softened, Ivy said she came from Latome Village, and the guard was surprised that such a young kid had traveled so far alone. Showing kindness, he let Ivy pass. Ivy first went to the area where travelers and adventurers set up camp. The guard there gave her permission to stay, but everyone had tents except her. Ivy decided to buy one using her reward money, but the gate guard Ogdo ran into her again. Noticing her situation, he took her to a better shop since he knew the owner well. The shopkeeper gave Ivy a good tent that was second-hand but fully repaired. It was light and easy to set up, so Ivy marked it as hers. Satisfied with her purchase, Ivy set it up and was happy knowing she would not have to hide from bad weather anymore. However, trouble soon arrived when some adventurers accused her of stealing the tent and tried to take it. Before they could succeed, the guard arrived and saved Ivy. As Ogdo had asked him to keep an eye on her, only 2 of the 4 troublemakers were caught, and as compensation for arriving late, the guard gave Ivy a first-grade blue potion. Sora stared at it eagerly, but Ivy could not let him eat it. With a new day, Ivy went out hunting, and along the way every city guard greeted her, leaving her confused. Work came first, but that day she found nothing at all. Then Seal returned with many rabbits, saving the day since the haul would sell for a good price. Ivy sold the meat, and shop owner praised its freshness, paying her well. Once again, guards watched over her, even those she had never met. Later, Vel explained that Ogdo had informed the entire guard unit to protect Ivy since he was the vice captain. While in the market, Ivy noticed fruits from her hometown being sold. These fruits had become rare due to the actions of the Latami village head. Rumors said that while Luba was alive, she used her seer skill to guide harvest times, but after her death, everything fell apart. It was even said that when Luba was sick, the village head refused to give her medicine, leading to her death, and now he blamed everything on a child. Poor harvests caused financial trouble, and many villagers left. Ivy finally understood why she was called a heretic and felt sad. Seeing her mood, the shop owner gave her fruit for free. Life was still hard, but Ivy now had kind people around her, and she began to look forward to her days. Then the next day, while hunting field mice, she encountered the same burglars again, who wanted revenge on a child. But Seal appeared and scared them senseless. The woman fainted, and the man tried to escape, but was caught easily. Then Ogdo arrived after hearing the roar, and took both into custody. After the investigation revealed they were murderers wanted in many towns. Ivy earned another reward, but carrying that much money was unsafe, so Ogdo took her to the guild and helped her open an account as her guarantor. Later, Vel scolded Ogdo for leaving his post, but they all shared dinner together at their usual meat shop. Ogdo realized he never asked about Ivy's skills, and when he did, Ivy nervously said she was a tamer without revealing her star level. Ogdo did not push further. Although they were kind, Ivy decided to continue her journey after a few days. Vel checked records of those who left Latami village and found no child listed who had left the village alone except one who ran away. Ogdo felt regret that Ivy still cannot trust him enough to reveal that she was actually a girl, so with the hope that she will one day trust him, he steps back. And that is where our video ends for today. So stay tuned to watch the next part, and for that subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Till then, take care.